Rising gracefully into the sky is the Huss UFO, the biggest of the roundup-style rides ever made. The roundup was an American ride invented in 1954 by Frank Hrubetz, and proved popular in parks and fairs around the world, thanks to its compact footprint and high capacity. By the 1970s, fairs in West Germany were booming, with ever bigger and more advanced rides, though the roundup was simply not big enough, or impressive enough for German Fairgrounds. The Bremen-based firm Huss had emerged as one of the biggest ride manufacturing firms of the 1970s in West Germany, thanks to the success of the Swing Around and the Enterprise. Hot off the heels of one of Huss's biggest successes, the Enterprise, came the UFO in 1978. The UFO features 12 spokes, with a gondola on the end, holding 4 riders each, giving the ride a total capacity of 48 riders. The diameter of the wheel was 56 feet, and when fully vertical, would be 65 feet high. With a footprint of 69 feet by 74 feet, the UFO was a massive machine, but it suited the standard German fairground position. Many UFOs were adorned with a massive backflash, while at night they were brilliantly lit, usually in a star pattern on the spokes, while the wheel rim perimeter was lined with white pin spotlights, highlighting the sheer size of the UFO, and could be seen from a good distance away. The UFO was a moderate seller for Huss, with some sources stating that up to 25 were sold, mainly through the late 1970s and early 1980s, with most going to showmen in West Germany, and the new generation of super parks that had sprung up all over the United States throughout the 1970s. There were 2 Huss UFOs that would eventually find their way to England. The first was UFO 2000, which opened at West Midlands Safari Park from at least 1986 to 1988. This featured the usual massive Huss-style backflash with a painted fantasy space scene. The second was originally new to German Schaumanfelde in 1978, and would eventually found its way to Flamingo Land in Yorkshire by the end of 1994. The machine had been stripped of its elaborate flash and lighting, and had also been painted in a bland white and orange color scheme. 10 years later, the ride would get sold on to English showman John Wesseldine in 2004, who named the ride Vertical Limits, and would travel the ride extensively around the East Midlands to Nottingham Goose Fair, Nottingham Bonfire Fair, Warsop Carnival, Long Eaton, as well as further afield to Great Dorset Steam Fair, Doncaster and London, to name a few. John Wesseldine would add the lighting back on the ride, and improve the visual look of the ride, adding artwork and splats. Huss UFOs, while not as common as the massively successful Enterprise, can still be found operating around the world after over 40 years since they were built, including the prototype machine, Alpha 1 in Germany, UFO Speed in France, and some park models such as the UFO in Canada's Wonderland called Nightmares. The Fun Fair Rides video channel features videos from the past 20 years. You can subscribe for free, and catch the latest videos as they are released. We thank you for watching this Fun Fair Rides video.